Zell, come on.
I'm a revolutionary thinker, Afrocentrically self-made, the one you felt to brainwash during the Atlantic slave trade. I rock a side of Shakur and my nursery rhyme is folklore. Professor Chink Anti-Diop is my cornerstone for hip-hop. Marcus Garvey quotes all the lyrics that I'm buying non-stop. I am man, which is mine, spit forth truth to the dumb, the deaf, and the blind. I am the whirlwind, I am the storm, I'm the essence of my Angelou's poems.
You're watching Straight Up. I'm Stella Winston. I'm here with three members of the group Collective Flow. I have TRE'DEE, T, Hayes, L, and Soak.
What it is.
Yes, welcome.
Peace.
Yes, I'm glad you're here. Edutaining, right? That's what you do. Edutainment. And you are going to edutain us with three of your selection from your new CD. How does that work? The CD is called Collective Flow and
The Return.
The Return. And the first one is going to be Revolutionary Thinker. And this is so appropriate, the song. I've listened to it on the CD that you gave me. And it's so appropriate for the time, especially with the case of Sean Bell, the way it turned out. I think this could become an anthem, really, for the times in which we live. So tell us a little bit, who wrote it? Is it Eddie Rock? Who wrote that particular one? You wrote this one. Okay, talk a little bit about that.
You know, I've been through some things. You know, I had a kidney transplant. Can't hear you. I've been through quite a few things. I had a kidney transplant. I was in federal prison, you know, and I was sick in federal prison. So I watched like 300-400 people die in a 90-day period. You know, John Gotti, everybody was in there when I was in there. And I just watched people die. Actually, you know, they just let you float away. So I said to myself, you know, I got to get myself together. And, you know, I got to put a message, some type of message, you know, for people to hear and understand what's really going on. Because where I went, don't too many people come up out of there. So I was fortunate enough to come up out of there, you know, and try to share my experience of what I've been through my music, through poetry, through song, through dance.
And that's how you came up with Revolutionary Thinker.
Struggle,
but
pain,
yes,
suffering.
It's very powerful because you take us through some recent history.
Take us from back in time to present. You know, to some of the things we've dealt with as a people. You know, some of our struggles.
And that we still dealing with.
You know, the way the music industry is now, nobody's really saying what needs to be said. So I took it up on myself to try to make a conscious effort to say something to be heard.
Yeah.
You know.
And now, my friends, let the trumpet sound, let the bells ring, let the drums roll, lay out the red carpet. Here he comes, America's beloved freedom.
Hey, Zell, come on.
I'm a revolutionary thinker, Afrocentrically self-made, the one you felt to brainwash during the Atlantic slave trade. I rock a side of Shakur and my nursery rhyme is folklore. Professor Chink Anti-Diop is my cornerstone for hip-hop. Marcus Garvey quotes all the lyrics that I'm buying non-stop. I am man, which is mine, spit forth truth to the dumb, the deaf, and the blind. I am the whirlwind, I am the storm, I'm the essence of my Angelou's poems. I rise, 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 and keep going above muddy waters to spot dry land. With the foundation of civilization in the palms of my hand, I rise above ships, sharks, and bloodhound barks. The bleached bones of the Atlantic Ocean tell of the bloody trails that I marched. I rise above auction blocks, penitentiaries, and dirty cops. Slavery, segregation, integration, miseducation, attempt annihilation, the trials and tribulations of World War I, II, and the Drug War III. With the same orange blood ever free to be me. I crush confidential informants, agent for provocateurs and Uncle Toms. I represent the fist at the end of this arm. Take out culture books with words that are bombs. From the motherland to the other land. A sister's a queen when a brother's being a man. This is the end of my poem of the spoken word. But remember, the lips of the wise must be heard. Found civilization, that's for sure.
Hey, hey, Zell, what you talking about? Revolution, all out. Hey, hey, Zell, what you talking about? Got me thinking, no doubt.
Yeah, it's me, the one you snatched from the family tree. Ended my days of being an African free. Took me on the westerly flow to a land I didn't know, a language I couldn't understand. Reduced me to 3/5 of a man, the offsprings of kings and queens. seduce the craving slaves. But I keep struggling because my Bible says there'll be better days. It's 400 years later, and still there's no apology. You don't even acknowledge me. Use weapons of psychology, like when I drive a fancy car, law enforcement bother me. Brothers are profiled for the P now, privatized prison stock, no option. Eurocentric adoptions are flopping. Brothers are dropping like flies who got $100 lives. After bloodshed, whip chain ships and slavery not long ago, we were running through swamps with gators trying to get us, redneck on horses trying to hit us, inches from lynches and Uncle Tom so close they could pictures. My mind's eye was blinded, shut tight, but the spoken word guided me unconsciously to the light. The full glare, not the rays, shining back further than the pyramid days. Through the good times, the bad times, bloody but I'm bound. The spoken word has always been heard over the voices of the crowd. Now is the time.
Hey, Zell, what you talking about? Revolution, all out. Hey, Zell, what you talking about? Got me thinking,
You got to have it.
Hey, Zell, what you talking about? Revolution,
No doubt.
all out.
All out.
Hey, Zell, what you talking about? Got me thinking, no doubt.
From the beginning of time, amongst the founders of civilization, was the sisters of the African nations. Blue, black, brown, tan, yellow, red, and almost white. Blessed earth with love, so we all had peace at night. There's no mistaking her, for she is the queen of queens. In her presence, you must stand tall, because a little bit of her is in us all. Thick lips, thick hips, short, skinny, slim, fat, or tall. When I say divine, I mean them all. Her place in the universe amongst the water and sun, without doubt or contradiction, is number one. So pay homage to her struggles, but they're the same as yours. She fell like you fell during the downfall of the Moors. 1,000-mile trek with chains on her neck, forced on the ship, packed like sardines at the crack of a whip. During the middle pass, she died below deck, sometimes jumped over deck and other times thrown overboard. She too has reason to pray to Allah or pray to the Lord. Her courage is to be commended. She must demand respect. Like Harriet Tubman freeing other slaves, risking home damn neck. Every step of the way, she's stuck by her man, sometimes becoming the victim of the Ku Klux Klan. This poem is truly blessed, and it's also good for teaching those who don't know why we should respect womanhood.
Stand up for justice.
Stand up for Amadou Diallo.
That's right.
Stand up for Sean Bell. Stand up, New York. Stand up.
Christopher Ridley Rucker.
What you talking about? Revolution, all out.
All out.
Hey, Zell, what you talking about? Got me thinking,
Got me thinking.
no doubt.
No doubt.
Hey, Zell, what you talking about? Revolution, all out.
All out.
Hey, Zell, what you talking about? Got me thinking,
Oh,
no
yeah.
doubt.
Yeah.
Hey, Zell, what you talking about? Revolution, all out. Hey, Zell, what you talking about? Got me
Want
thinking,
you. We need
no
you.
doubt.
Hey.
Hey, Zell, what you talking about? Revolution, all out. Hey, Zell, what you talking
Mr.
about?
Revolution,
Got me thinking,
Brother T. Hazel,
all out.
Newburgh, New York. Rise up, stand up. Stand up for
Newburgh.
righteousness.
Stand up for Sean Bell.
Stand up for justice. Christopher
Stand
Ridley,
up for Amadou Diallo.
Christopher Ridley Rucker. We'll
Yeah.
never forget you, nephew.
Never.
Stand up for justice.
Antonio Bryant.
It's gonna be a hot summer.
Dog, my man Dog. We got you, man.
Select the
Fight
flow,
to
we
the
coming
bitter
for
end.
y'all.
Newburgh, we here, baby.
Hazel. Y'all heard the word.
Jam Masters.
Hazel.
Sound Masters.
Antonio Bryant.
Zulu Nation.
Hazel. We want you. We need you, Hazel.
Yeah.
Well, it's an appropriate song for the time.
Definitely.
It talks about the history of the African American in this country, and
Moorish American.
it's painful, and let's just deal with it. And I
Got
think with
to
that
deal
song,
with it.
it's very good. So tell me, how did you come to Collective Flow, or
How
did
did I
Collective Flow come to you?
Well,
How did it flow?
We all positively flowing in the same direction.
Very much.
Henceforth, Collective Flow.